Hi, myself, I'm R.Bhushan. Welcome to the program, The Great Bharat and the Great People. Good evening, Honourable Prime Minister ji. This is the program for you and for the people of our nation. It will cover your per day efforts for the betterment of the nation and suggestion for you so that we can make this country more glorious in the whole world. Before starting the program, I would like to read the preamble यानी कि उद्देशिका of Indian Constitution. हम भारत के लोग भारत को एक संपूर्ण प्रभुत्व संपन्न समाजवादी पंथनिरपेक्ष लोकतंत्रात्मक गणराज्य बनाने के लिए तथा उसके समस्त नागरिकों को सामाजिक आर्थिक और राजनीतिक न्याय विचार अभिव्यक्ति विश्वास धर्म और उपासना की स्वतंत्रता प्रतिष्ठा और अवसर की क्षमता प्राप्त कराने के लिए तथा उन सब में व्यक्ति की गरिमा और राष्ट्र की एकता और अखंडता सुनिश्चित करने वाली बंधुता बढ़ाने के लिए दृढ़ संकल्प होकर अपनी इस संविधान सभा में आज तारीख 26 नवंबर 1949 ईस्वी मिति मार्ग शीर्ष शुक्ला सप्तमी संवत 2006 विक्रमी को एतद द्वारा इस संविधान को अंगीकृत अधिनियमित और आत्मर्पित करते हैं. The photograph I am to showing you this I have taken from Hindu newspaper Friday Review. Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma unravels the meditative and enchanting aspect of his music. Sri Pandit Shiv Sharma unravels the meditative and enchanting aspect of his music. Today my program is dedicated to this great maestro, one who played a great role for India's glory and he played a marvelous thing in our country. So the most important fact of today's और कैंसर का अंदर से खत्म करेगी तैयार हुई नई दवा. वैज्ञानिकों ने कैंसर से मुकाबला के लिए एक नई दवा तैयार की है. यह दवा ट्रोजन हॉर्स की तरह कैंसर के ट्यूमर्स को अंदर से खत्म कर सकती है. कैंसर सेल्स को खत्म करने के लिए दवा जहरीला पदार्थ छोड़ती है. ब्रिटेन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ कैंसर रिसर्च शोधकर्ताओं के अनुसार नई दवा को टीशोटुमाब वेडोमिन का नाम दिया गया है. अखरोट खाने से कम हो सकता है डिप्रेशन का खतरा. अखरोट का एक और फायदा सामने आया. अध्ययन में पाया गया कि इसके सेवन से डिप्रेशन का खतरा कम हो सकता है. शोधकर्ताओं के अनुसार अखरोट का सेवन करने वालों में डिप्रेशन का खतरा 26% कम पाया गया. अमेरिका की कैलिफोर्निया यूनिवर्सिटी के प्रमुख शोधकर्ता लेनोर अरब ने कहा है कि अमेरिका की डिजीज कंट्रोल एंड प्रिवेंशन एजेंसी के मुताबिक हर 6 व्यक्ति में एक जीवन में कभी न कभी किसी डिप्रेशन से पीड़ित. इसलिए इस मनोरोग के बचाव का रास्ता खोजना जरूरी था. खान पान में बदलाव करने से डिप्रेशन के बचाव में मदद मिल सकती है. अखरोट की हृदय की सेहत और अच्छी स्मृति में भूमिका पहले ही सामने आ चुकी है. तो भैया अखरोट जरूर खाएं आप. यूएस में एंड जीरो टैरिफ्स फॉर इंडिया. यूएस में एंड जीरो टैरिफ्स फॉर इंडिया. द लेटेस्ट डाउनफॉल इन द ट्रेड टाइज वाज इंडियाज न्यू रोल ऑन एफडीआई इन ई-कॉमर्स. India could lose a vital US trade concession under which it enjoys zero tariffs on $5.6 billion of export to the United States amid widening dispute about the trade and investment policies. People with a close knowledge of the matter said. A move to withdraw the Generalized System of Preferences (GSP) from the India, the world's largest beneficiary of the scheme that has been forced since 1970, would be the strongest punitive actions against India since President Donald Trump took off in 2000, saying going to reduce the US deficit with large economies. The next most important Vet Institute ambulances moved in 98 crore lion conservation plan. 98. The center and the Gujarat government have joined hand for the conservation of the Asiatic lion. A look at the present situation of the lion in the state is 2015 523, 2010 411, 2005 359, 2001 327. Gujarat Forest Department census 2015. A key aspect of conservation project is a dedicated veterinary institute, more water sources, a GPS-based tracking system, lion ambulances, diseases that battle rabies, canine parvovirus, feline immunodeficiency virus and feline leukemia virus, Gir Sanctuary, Gir National Park, Girnar Sanctuary, Phania Sanctuary, Patiala Sanctuary. So these are the sanctuary habitated in the Gujarat state. So there is my great thanks to Gujarat state and the Chief Minister of Gujarat and the governor of Gujarat, one who played a dynamic role for the conservation of the land plan. बड़ी भौतिकता संपदा, रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट के लिए माहौल तैयार। अंतर्राष्ट्रीय बौद्धिक संपदा आईपी सूचकांक में भारत 8 स्थानों की छलांग के साथ 36वें पायदान पर पहुंच गया है। पिछले साल वह 44वें स्थान पर था। यह सूचकांक अमेरिकी चैम्बर ऑफ कॉमर्स के ग्लोबल इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी राइट द्वारा दिया जाता है और इसके जरिए विभिन्न देशों के रचनात्मक और खोजपरक माहौलों का अंदाजा मिलता है। GIPC ने इस बार के लिए 45 मानकों के आधार पर 50 अर्थव्यवस्थाओं का आकलन किया, जिसके आधार पर तैयार रिपोर्ट इंस्पायरिंग टुमारो में कहा गया है कि इन 50 देशों में एक साल के अंदर सबसे ज़्यादा सुधार भारत की स्थिति में आया है। GIPC के मानकों में पेटेंट, कॉपीराइट और व्यापार की गोपनीयता का संरक्षण आदि शामिल है। किसी व्यक्ति अथवा संस्था द्वारा लिखी या बनाई गई कोई रचना, संगीत, साहित्यिक कृति, कला, खोज, नाम या अथवा डिजाइन आदि इस व्यक्ति अथवा संस्था की बौद्धिक संपदा कहलाती है। The next most important fact is flying fortress. The security of Air India One used by the President and the Prime Minister may soon be on the par with that Air Force One used by the American President, as the United States has agreed to sell advanced missile defense system in India. Total cost is $190 million. 12 Guardian laser transmitter assemblies, 6 installed as mini spars, 8 large aircraft infrared countermeasures, LAI CRCM system processor replacement 2 installed and 6 parts. The defense system will be installed on 2 Boeing 777ERs of Air India. The 2 aircraft will not be used for the commercial purposes by Air India. 23 missile warning sensor, 12 installed and 11 spare. How will it work? The system will decrease false alarm rates and automatically counter advanced intermediate range missile system. The pilot will be informed that the threat missile was detected and jammed. 5th, countermeasures dispersing system 2 installed and 3 spare. The purchasers typically request offset. Any offset agreement will be defined in negotiation between purchaser and the contractor. U.S. Defense Security Cooperation Agency. Sky High. India's 2 Boeing 777ER aircraft will get the upgrade photos for the representational purpose. The next most important fact is most of the fact taken from Hindu and DAINIK JAGARAN newspaper. The road to peace runs through Tehran. The road to peace runs through Tehran. The Iranian card could help India enhance its role in stabilizing Afghanistan. This article was written by Anita Inder Singh in Hindu newspaper. Even if an American military pullout from Afghanistan is on the card, the US will be wanted to behind a stable country, and any peace settlement in Afghanistan will stand a better chance of staying on the rails if it is supported by regional powers. In other words, its ties between Afghanistan and its neighbors, including Iran, will impact the security of southern and western Asia, like India, Russia, China, and the US. Iran would want to see a steady hand at the helm in Afghanistan. While lacking military influence, India can build on its good ties with US and Iran to secure Afghanistan. Iran is not a newcomer to regional diplomacy in Afghanistan. First and foremost, India should try to dissuade the US from the dealing with Iran, Russia, and China as enemies. In fact, US President Donald Trump's perceptions of all three as foes, as it adds with America's earlier engagement with them to its military campaign in Afghanistan. For instance, from the 2014 to 16, Washington and Moscow quietly arranged talks on the Afghanistan peace process. The meetings, known as the 6+1 group, included representatives from Afghanistan, China, India, Iran, Pakistan, Russia, and the US. 6+1 process assumed that each of these countries was essential to achievement of a political settlement in Afghanistan. Moreover, last November, the US and Taliban joined the first time the Russia-hosted conference in the hope of promoting a negotiated solution to achieve peace and national recognition in Afghanistan. And from the Science and Tech, this thing I have taken from Science Reporter magazine. Heaviest rocket. India GSAT-29. GSAT-29 communication satellite was launched on 14 November 2018 by geosynchronous satellite launch vehicle Markel GSLV Mechel T2 from the Satish Dhawan Space Center, SAR. Sriharikota geosynchronous satellite launch vehicle Markel is the heaviest satellite launcher rocket till date. The satellite has been launched as an effort to improve the communication in the regions of the Jammu and Kashmir as well as in the northeastern states of India. And the motivational thing from Ziegler book, top performance, America's number one motivator, Zig Ziglar, best-selling author of Zig Ziglar book. Excellent. I've already said you some tips to make yourself a top performer. Excellent managers of the people cause others to want them to channel, energize from the maximum benefit of both. Why should anyone want to follow you? Why should anyone want to follow you? I hope that once you get the past retention grabbing value of the questions, you can turn your interest and attention to the point. Have you taken a personal inventory of your strength as a manager? Come, now. There must be some reason why you have your position. This is not the time for false modesty. Try to recall those positive statements you have heard from others. The fact that we have trouble remembering positive reinforcement is terrible indictment of our society and should emphasize to each of us the importance of sincerity, pointing out the good we see in others. Pointing out the good we see in others. Pointing out the good we see in others. However, now is the time to honestly face some facts about yourself and your future as a manager of people. Look at areas such as planning, organization, communication, listening, decision making, delegation, motivation. Before we go any further, right here and now list at least 10 strengths you have as a manager of the people. Write at least 10 strengths you have as a manager of the people. So thank you very much to watch my program. Wish you all the best. Good luck. God bless you. God bless India.